Hey guys, what's going on? This is Roth. I'm here with Jim at New York Comic Con, and we're about to give you the 5 reasons that the Daredevil Netflix series is already better than the movie.
Yes, and I've only seen 20 minutes of this Netflix show, and it's already better than even the extended director edition, which was like 2 hours or over of the old movie. Although there are a lot of things better than the older Daredevil movie.
So let's dive right in with the first thing that people have seen, and you guys have seen this for yourself. Number one is the suit, yes?
Yeah. Now, people need to keep in mind that this is just his. He calls it a work in progress. So this is not the final costume, but already, yes, it kind of reminds people of the one from the old TV movie from the 80s with the Hulk, but it's definitely straight out of Man Without Fear, the Miller Romita comic. And you
heavily influenced in general.
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot of that feel in there, and it's already a suit where the first time he comes on screen, you're not giggling or you're not like, what the hell is that? It seems functional. It does seem like something somebody would throw together if they wanted to just go out there and kick somebody's ass.
So I'm glad that you brought that up, because that brings us to our second point, which is something you brought up yesterday, which is the action, which you really liked as well, yes?
Oh my God, yeah. The action in this is already better than all that kind of hyper-realized Matrix wannabe kind of stuff that they were doing in the first Daredevil movie.
With the wires.
With the wire work and all that. And it was very much kind of its time. This is far more kind of brutal, hand-to-hand, kind of like Bourne
Crunching.
Style. Crunching. She just wants to hit me. That was an excuse for this whole video, I think. But it's far more brutal, hand-to-hand. You feel the hits. And it looks like these guys really are beating the hell out of each other. He breaks a guy's ankle at one point in a really brutal fashion. So already right there, you definitely get the sense.
What's the brutal fashion? What does he do?
He kind of comes down with his elbow, I think. Anyways, it's already far more sort of like, seems like a real thing, like a guy that could actually know enough stuff how to kick somebody's ass.
All right. I'm loving the mentions of ass. That brings us to our third point, which is just the general aesthetic, the style of the piece, which we've sort of already been talking about with the suit, but talk about that a little bit.
Well, I like the it's very real world. It does feel a little different from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the movie stuff, where it's more polished and kind of brighter, frankly. This is much more street level, gritty, as it should be. It befits the nature of the material, and it just has kind of this film noir vibe. Not overly so, not like kind of clunkily done,
right?
But it's a very dark, literally dark. Like there's a lot of shadow,
and that's really what
even during daytime, I should say.
Yeah, that's how they've been selling this. This is the dark. This is sort of the gritty Marvel TV show that we're gonna get, and it's befitting, right, of the source material. Yeah. So that's a cool thing and it seems like this is the place to test that out. But that brings us to our fourth reason. Somewhat, which is just the story and the relationships, right? Which you've said are already more interesting in the 20 minutes that you've seen than the entire film.
Yeah, no, it's already, it's got a, first of all, this series, because you're going to be able to kind of binge watch it, it's going to essentially be a 13-hour movie. And they said that there's not going to be any need to have to catch up people on, previously on Daredevil, because you're just going to watch the thing all the way through. So the story is far more compact, and there's already more at stake for the characters than there was in the original movie. The relationship between Claire, that's Rosario Dawson's character, and Murdoch, even though I only saw one scene, I already like the dynamic between them. And Karen Page, and sort of how she's going to be sort of the crux of whatever the kind of criminal plot is. Apparently there's some sort of information stored on a phone that could affect corrupt people, and people want it, that kind of thing. It's a MacGuffin.
All right.
And
these are complex villains as well. That's something that you mentioned yesterday.
This is the one that really grabbed me, was Wilson Fisk. Already, I only saw one scene, and he was completely humanized. And I liked Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin, but this is a Kingpin that just seems more fully formed as a person, and his relationship with Vanessa, his wife, or soon-to-be wife, seems like it's going to be really interesting. Kind of probably going to be a lot of intrigue and sort of like egging him on to be even more
than he already was.
Yeah.
And that's sort
Hopefully, I think that's what they're going to do.
And you already pulled that out as is that the character that sort of jumped out as you as
he's
the number one?
So
that's
I'm already like, I can't wait to see
that's reason number 5.
Yeah. Yes, the Kingpin and the overall performances of everybody seemed really up to snuff. I mean, Murdoch is. It's going to be, I think, it's a tough character to play because he's going to have to. He's starting off already as Daredevil, so he's gonna have to start revealing stuff to the audience and the character about why is he doing this, and it's going to be kind of a gradual reveal.
Yeah.
But really, I think even though I didn't see any scenes yet between Fisk and Murdoch, I really can't wait for those because D'Onofrio really is. He's bringing it, and he's just tremendous.
And he is a talented actor.
Okay, and he looks just like the guy.
So we're being a little bold here and brazen to say after 20 minutes of footage that we're saying this is already better than the movie, but we're saying it. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below. You've seen a little bit, you've seen the suit, you've seen a little bit, you've heard a little bit about this project. So do you think it's already better than the movie? Or do you have your suspicions? Let us know in the comments below. And for all things Daredevil and New York Comic Con, keep it locked right here to IGN.